Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video brings me to do another hike in the Green River Game Lands area, located just outside of Saluda, North Carolina. And today I have parked at the end of a service road that's off of Holbert Cove Road, and we're going to be trying to do a hike to what's known as Upper Fungi Falls, and maybe Fungi Falls too. Only one of them is labeled on the map that I have, but I believe there are two that are fairly close to each other. So we're going to hit the trail right here actually. And, I have some offline maps that I've saved from some other users that have been here. They are a little dated, so not sure how accurate they'll be. It is known to be a little overgrown because it's not traveled much. So that's the plan for today's hike. It is a fairly short hike. Should be, given that I didn't have to walk the road, which sometimes the gate's closed, it should be a mile to a mile and a half tops, and that's including wandering around and everything. So should be a relatively short video, under 10 minutes. And, I'm gonna fill you in along the way. Thanks for tuning in. So you do have to cross the creek that I showed in the last clip. Someone had kind of dammed it up with some pretty large rocks, so it was very easy to cross. And you just continue along the trail right here, which is surprisingly easy to follow based on what I'd read. But like I said before, what I'd read is pretty dated, so may not be accurate. Maybe traveled more than I think. There was one other car here, but this is also game lands, like I mentioned. I've already heard some gunshots, so I know this area is hunted quite a bit. I do believe that's the reason the gate was probably open. It's hunting season right now. And it's Saturday, December 16th. It's currently about 49 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies, no wind. And it should remain that throughout the day here. I'll try to include a link in the description, and I'll provide you some coordinates and directions on how to get here if you feel like you want to check it out. Still able to follow the path. You can hear water a little bit too. It's starting to get fairly steep right here. Looks like this may bring us out at the top of the falls. You can see right down there in the middle of the screen where the water's going down. I'm going to continue it anyway just to see what happens. Yeah, so I made it down here where I showed you in the last clip, but this is the very top of the falls. It's really more of a cascade than it is a waterfall, in my opinion. But let's see if we can figure out a way to get down there. There was another path back up there where this came from. So we may go back up and see where that leads us. There's relatively low flow here too. Come back up to where I came in from that direction. And there's a path that continues through here. This is the other path that I missed. I'm gonna follow it and see where it takes me. So just work my way down from up in there and then come right around and cross this dried up little creek bed here. And picked up another path here that kind of works your way back towards the creek that will be downstream from what we saw earlier at the top of the waterfall. I'm going to follow this and see where it ends up. See what we see. All right, So I believe I have found what is just fungi falls, and there's a rope right here. It's going to kind of help me out a little bit, I think. It looks like it's in pretty good shape, so I'm going to use it. But it's very steep coming down through here. A lot of leaves, slippery. But the fall is just over there. Not really a lot of water on it, I would say, but it's a pretty tall one. I'm going to see if I can get closer, get a little better look. So I just came right down through there, which is more or less a rappel. You can see the rope there. It's a lot steeper than it looks. But it does bring you right out at the base here. Standing on flat ground right now. The closer you get to it, the nicer it is. It's a fairly nice waterfall. I really am surprised that this is not labeled on any of the maps that I have. I'm using the most common maps too. I don't know. I'll say this is probably a good, somewhere between 40 and 50 foot tall. If you start here from the bottom all the way to the top. It always seems bigger in person than it does on any picture or video, but nonetheless very nice. I haven't seen another person either. Just had this one all to myself. So I did bring a sandwich. So I'm gonna have lunch here. Then I'm gonna tackle getting back up there. There were 2 ropes too, by the way, so probably got a good 70 to 80 foot section of climbing up with a rope. So just keep that in mind if you decide you may want to venture out here. Maybe bring your own rope too, just in case. The ropes here now are in good condition, but may not be for, you just never know how long they will be. So good idea to bring your own. Good 100-footer rope would probably do it. Here we go. I've just about made it back to where I parked, so I believe that will do it for this short adventure. Did clock myself in around 9/10 of a mile, including wandering out and back, all that. So not too bad. Didn't take note of the elevation change that I had, but I would guess it's between 200 and 300 feet, which all of that part is pretty hard earned. 200 and 300 feet, I would say. Overall, I'd probably rate this one, if you're an avid hiker, somewhere around moderate, I guess. If you're not an avid hiker, I would say it may be a little difficult for you. That last part adds the real challenge of getting down the section with the ropes. But if that's your sort of thing, then you'll probably no more than enjoy it. But that's gonna be it. Appreciate you tuning in. If you like what you saw, maybe give the video a thumbs up. If not, no harm, no foul. And I'll see you in the next adventure.